this is Anna Bevan Gravely with NCFREE, and I'm joined by Representative Larry Yarborough running in House District 2. Representative, is there anything that you'd like to share with us before we get started?
About ready to get started. It's a rainy day today. So we've had a lot of rain. Would love to be outdoors, but we're in today.
Awesome. Yeah, it's rainy here as well. I feel like it's been like that all week,
Yes,
which is nice.
The whole week.
Yeah, it's nice for productivity, but it kind of really just makes you want to curl up and read a book or watch a good suspense movie. At least maybe that's me. But anyway, we'll dive into the questions. Have you ever owned a business or been in a management position within a business?
I have. I've started several small businesses through the years, actually 5 altogether. I've also worked in large industry, DuPont, Weyerhaeuser, as well as for the government, NASA, when I worked in the space program down in Florida. So I like to think that I do have a wide variety of experience in business, and particularly medical businesses in the last.
Great. Thank you. What would you say the current level of state and federal taxation is in your opinion? Is it too high, too low, or just about right?
I don't believe in taxing businesses at all. To a business, adding a tax to it is just an expense that has to be dealt with. And a business has to compensate for that with the 2 most flexible things that it has on its income and expense ratio, which is the price it charges the customers and the amount of wages it pays the employees. Businesses don't pay taxes, people do. And when you tax a business, that tax is being paid by the customers and the employees.
Awesome. Do you feel it's appropriate for state or local governments to offer incentives to private businesses in consideration of locating, expanding, or conducting business in a particular part of the state?
Philosophically, I'm opposed to it. Company that started up earlier. On the other hand, that is how you have to play the game today. I had a friend here in Roxborough whose business was growing rapidly and he was looking to expand. But Roxborough wasn't offering him any incentives. The city of Danville, Virginia gave him a building, gave him a break on the property taxes for a few years. Where do you think he went? It's unfortunately, it's part of playing the game today.
Yeah. Describe your personal opinion or belief as to what the key principles of free enterprise are.
Well, I think the most important word in free enterprise is free. The American system of free enterprise is the most successful system that has ever been in the world as far as raising people out of poverty and providing opportunities. The United States has more freedom than almost any other countries in the world. And we see that in the new technology companies that are dominating our modern world. You don't see big new companies starting anywhere else. I'm talking America, because we do allow the freedom to innovate and start something like that.
Thank you. In your opinion, and you come from a very different perspective with this answer, being a sitting representative and especially dealing with this time of COVID-19 and balancing powers. But in your opinion, what is the appropriate balance in the scope of federal and state regulatory requirements on business? And what, in your opinion, is the best way to balance the appropriate protections without impugning economic vitality?
Well, it's one of the main things I'm working on, because the biggest drag on businesses in my district are strict environmental regulations. And I'm working to have more sensible regulations and to use technology to alleviate some of the need for these regulations. Regulations need to change as the technology change. I am an outdoorsman, an environmentalist. I spend most of my time in the woods or on the water. And we all want a clean environment. We also want opportunities for our children and grandchildren. And I believe that with sensible science and common sense regulations, we can have both.
Yeah, your background definitely speaks to your love of the outdoors. It's beautiful back there. So thanks for sharing that with us. And so, if reelected to House District 2, what would be your key principles? What would be your top objectives?
Well, as I said, I'm an outdoorsman, environmentalist, and a scientist. I've been problem that does not come from Person or Granville counties. The Army Corps knew the problem existed before the lake was even built. I've been a strong supporter of community colleges. They provide tremendous opportunity for my young constituents to get started in business. Not everyone needs to go to a four-year college. I have several friends that are very successful businessmen that did not go to four-year colleges, but have really contributed to the community in a great way. And as I said earlier, I don't believe in taxing business. I believe that just hurts the employees and the customers. People should be able to see exactly where the taxes they are paying are coming from. And tax money is better in the citizens' hands than in the government's.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for taking the time to spend with us and share some of your continued belief in lowering taxes and the tax burden on businesses. Before we end our time, where can our members go to learn more about you?
I have a website. It's LarryYarboroughNC.com. All over Facebook. I try to keep my constituents updated through that and reply to a lot of things on the Facebook Messenger. I can be reached at my legislative office. We field problems from constituents every day. If a constituent is having a problem, please call my office. We help several people a day out there. And feel free to reach out to me if you have a problem.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and have a great rest of the day, and good luck on the campaign trail.
You too. Let's hope for some more pretty days.
Yes, certainly. Yeah.